Yeah, it's a big against. Oh, this is I'm dead. What's up, Nerfers? And boy, am I holding a very special Nerf blaster. This is the first place winner of Printables 3D printed toy design for 2025. It is, of course, the Breacher designed by Sillybutts. But most of you probably already know that because of its worldwide acclaim. So I'll keep the overview kind of shorter today and focus more on the kind of testing that you won't find anywhere else on YouTube. Full disclosure up front, this was sent to me thanks to Out of Darts in the USA, a massive retailer over there. I'll put some links down below where you can grab just the hardware kit if you have a 3D printer of your own at home. You can also get a full DIY kit to assemble it yourself, or you can even pay them to put it together for you. Those links will be affiliate links, so use those whenever you shop at Out of Darts to help support my channel. Now, to summarize the Breacher in one long sentence, it is a pump action tube-fed shotgun, which can take a variety of different shells to fire pretty much any Nerf ammo type you can think of. The tube magazine holds 4 shots. You can have one in the breech as well for a total of 5. And it cycles most cleanly if you pump it like you mean it. Taking a look at some of the shells available at Out of Darts, we've got an elite shell which can fire 1 full length, 1 half length, or up to 2 half lengths. You got a 2X shell which can fire 2 full lengths, 2 half lengths, or up to 4 half lengths. You got a 3X shell which naturally can fire 3 full lengths, 3 half lengths, or up to 6 half lengths. There's even a 4x shell which can fire 4 full lengths, 4 half lengths, or up to 8 half lengths at once for a massive shotgun burst. I think that one is the favorite I'm going to be using today. Now, because this thing can fire so many different types of Nerf ammo, I actually don't have every type of ammo in my possession that this can shoot, so some of those shells will be useless to me today. I did order in some hyper rounds though. That shell can hold 3 of those for a nice shotgun burst, but it can also shoot Nerf Rival, Hyper, Mega, Mega XL, and Ultra. For those of you wondering why you'd ever want to fire a single Mega XL out of this thing, for example, when it's a shotgun, well, some games around the world, not where I'm playing, allow special ammo types like that to, say, break shields, for example. So it gives you some great versatility where your opponent never knows what's loaded in the blaster, and you could go and destroy their shield with 1 shot. Now, from a build quality perspective, the Breacher is built like an absolute tank. It's also absolutely massive. It is one of the longest blasters I own, aside from maybe the Saber Ultima due to its barrel. As for an actual solid shell, I think this is the longest one I currently have, aside from maybe a bolt action sniper. It has some decent weight to it, clocking in at 2.3 kilograms, so it's also one of the heaviest 3D printed blasters I've ever held in my hands, but it doesn't in any way make that unwieldy because it is very well balanced. Now, how this thing works, it is a regular prime back springer. You can also deprime this thing by holding the trigger in, so I'm sure some of you will use it as a fidget toy just cycling through empty shells. In the front of the breech, there's a little O-ring which seals against the back of your shell. There's also a little priming indicator on the side which tells you if there's a shell inside the breech or not. It's a nice little feature to have. Both the main grip and the pump action shotgun grip are sized for gorilla hands, so absolutely perfect for any adult that's going to hold this thing. The stock also sits nicely into your shoulder with a little curve to it and little grip ridges along there. And you've got a full length Picatinny rail up top for mounting any sights. I'll be perfectly honest with you, this red dot sight on here is just for looks today. I think as far as shotguns go, you're generally not getting precision shots. You're just spraying and praying 8 darts in a general direction. With that relatively quick overview completed, let's show you what testing I have in store today. Okay guys, for the first test we're doing velocity, and I honestly don't even know if this is going to work. Chronographs are generally designed to only shoot 1 projectile over them at a time. We're going to be doing some shotgun blasts today. To kick things off though, I'm doing the single dart shell. I've got a full length worker dart in there. See what velocity it does with a single full length dart, then a single half length, and then 2 half lengths. Here goes. 109 FPS with a single full-length dart. You can also just breech load, so that shell's going straight in there. 102. Now 2 half-length darts at once. I imagine this will go slower. 77. So now moving on to the double shell, got 2 full-length darts. Let's see what that does. 89 feet per second. Put 2 half-lengths in. 90. They actually shot higher than the 2 full-length darts. And now we're putting 4 half-length darts in for a nice shotgun blast. 78 feet per second. Let's move on to the triple shell. 3 worker full lengths. 80 feet per second. Put 3 half-length darts in. 84 feet per second. 6 half-length darts at once. 75 feet per second. So it's honestly not dropping as much as I thought. It's not doing like a 1/6 of the velocity of the initial 100. Now we've got my favorite shell, the 4 full-length darts in there. 70 feet per second. All right, 4 half-length darts straight in the chamber. 77 feet per second. Now something I've done, I've put 4 standard darts and then 4 bamboo darts in last. So hopefully that gives a bit of less friction at the start there. And then the better friction at the bottom will push them all out. See what kind of FPS we get with my little optimization there. 51 feet per second with 8 darts coming out. I'm honestly quite surprised that shooting 8 at once is only half the velocity of shooting 1. It tells me the shells, like if you made the shells really long, you would get way more power out of a single shot. So this is way over volumed for, I guess, the effective barrel length of these shells. The last one I've got is the hyper shell. I've got 3 loaded in there for a shotgun blast. Let's see what it does. .71 feet per second for 3 hypers. I still think maybe the 6 half-lengths is the way to go, or the 8 if you can put up with 51 feet per second. Okay guys, next up I'm going to see how far each of these shoot, starting with the single shell with a full-length dart in there. Reload that one with a half-length to compare. Quick hack to get the dart to go all the way in, just blow in the end. That went way further than the full length did. And now 2 half-length darts. That one wanted to clear the fence. Okay, laser rangefinder. The single full length went 16 meters. And both the single and double half-length dart just managed to hit the fence here at 25 meters. The double one actually went higher on the fence and hit the top of the fence, so I expect it would have gone about 30 meters. And again, because of how short the effective barrel is in these shells, that would explain why the double actually went further. Allows it to build up a little bit more pressure. Now moving on to the double barrel, we've got 2 full lengths in there. Let's see how it does. Again, clearing the fence actually. I go about 30 meters. Let's see what kind of range we get with 4. Some of those went about 25 meters and some 30 meters. Stepping things up a notch now, we've got the triple shell with 3 full lengths in there. Made it to probably about 24 meters, I'd say. These are actually going quite a bit further than I expected, hence they're hitting the fence there. 3 half lengths. All 3 of those, 25 to 30 meters. 6 half-length darts, so we're actually getting properly into shotgun territory now. See how far it goes. Landing around 20 meters, all of them. I think this might end up being my favorite shell because it's not losing as much FPS as the quad shell. But let's see how the quad does. with 4 full lengths in there. Going around 20 meters. Actually, it was quite a tight grouping. They all hit that tree. All right, 4 half lengths down the chamber. Going about 24 meters, very tight spread from them as well. I will just note as well, the 4X shell is harder to load because the darts don't want to sit in their little channels and they move around inside there, so you have to get them aligned properly. All right, 8 half-length darts. Let's see how far they go. Definitely the shortest spread of the bunch. Grab the rangefinder. We got the shortest ones at 11 meters. Had a couple more go around the 16 meters, and some went about 18 meters as well. So I think for the gameplay footage, I might actually stick to that 3X shell with the 6 darts loaded in it. Get a little bit more range. Last up, got the hyper loaded with 3 hyper balls. I don't think this will be as good as the darts, but let's see. Yeah, that's all over the place. That if you want a shotgun spread, the hyper balls go ridiculously all over the place. 2 of them landed here at about 12 meters. You can see that one and that one. And the third one went all the way to the fence, going about 25 meters. So there's not even any kind of consistency to their spread. The darts definitely are tighter with their spread, but you're also getting more out of the 6 dart shell. So I definitely think I'll stick to the 3-banger for the gameplay, loaded with 6 half lengths in it. Seems to be the most effective for range, but you're also getting a shotgun blast. For the final test, I want to see what kind of dispersion we get at different distances with the 6 darts loaded in the 3x shell. Starting at 5 meters, essentially point blank range. Here goes. At 5 meters, there's a 45 centimeter dispersion. You could hit a player with all 6 of the darts pretty easily. Next, we've got 10 meters. At 10 meters, it has a 1 meter dispersion, same size as the target itself. More than likely, only a couple of the darts will hit the enemy player. Stepping things back to 15 meters now. This should grow to be larger than the target now. At 15 meters, we've got a 1.3 meter dispersion, not much worse than 10 meters. You'd get a couple of darts hitting the enemy player. Okay, now we'll do 20 meters. At 20 meters, we're double the target size now at 2 meters. You'll probably get 1 stray dart hitting the enemy, but you could also get very unlucky and have them all miss. I'd say 20 meters is starting to push it on the effective range. Now the maximum range of this, I believe, was around 25 meters, and that's where I'm standing now. So I'm gonna aim at a 45-degree angle, hoping they hit the target. At 25 meters, we are well past the effective range now. Only 1 shot even made it the full distance to the target. Chances are you'll miss your opponent at this range, or they just won't make it to the enemy. With all the testing completed and after a couple of rounds of actual gameplay, what do I think of the Breacher? Well, as I learnt growing up, a shotgun can beat an energy sword if you time it right, but can it beat a 300 FPS Nerf blaster or gel blaster? Well, the Breacher is definitely more of a fun blaster than a competitive one. The main limiting factor I ran into was ammo capacity. It does hold 4+1, so 5 shots total, but as this is a review unit that I got sent for free, I didn't get any spare shells with it, so I effectively only had 3 shots total for all of the gameplay, because I only wanted to use the 2X, 3X, and 4X shells, since they're what I'd consider a true shotgun blast. With this self-imposed limitation to make the footage look good, I still managed to get multiple 3-kill streaks against 300 feet per second competitive blasters. And being more of a fun blaster, I was having an absolute blast using it. As you would know if you've ever used something less serious, the kills do feel more rewarding. It's like giving yourself a bit of a handicap. It even put a smile on my opponent's faces to get hit by it. I think where the Breacher could really shine in actual competitive is low FPS games. Maybe you play in a public park or something at only 130 feet per second, and maybe have shield busting rules on the weird ammo types like Ultra or Mega XL. Your opponent has absolutely no way to know which ammo type you've got chambered into the blaster, and you could definitely use that knowledge to your advantage. One other negative I'll quickly mention is that you do have to pump this very quickly like you mean it, or it can jam. Let me show you what I mean. What I'm finding, if you cock it too slow, it can stuff up. So what you really have to do, you have to cock it really fast. Overall, the Breacher is the first true Nerf shotgun I've ever experienced. Firing up to 8 darts at once is hilarious. And your opponents, especially in a setting like this, will be left wondering what the fuck just happened. If you want to experience that feeling for yourself, check out the links down below. Hardware only, DIY kit, or fully assembled, the choice is yours. Also, quick congratulations to Sillybutts on the Printables win. Oh, come on, I'm trying to reload. All right, hit.
All right, just to make sure.
That's all I have for you today. Like, comment, subscribe, and all of that. Here's 2 other videos you might enjoy. And as always, thank you very much for watching. See ya.